What's up everyone, Roger here from DisKingdom.com. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a kind of a let's play and just having a bit of a tour around the brand new app, Disney's Colouring World, which has been created by Story Toys. Now this is a colouring app and it is kind of based on a subscription model, so you can either pay monthly or you can pay annually. There's also some special bonuses going around at the minute, and because it's brand new, it's made by a company in Ireland, so that's pretty cool. There are tons and tons of different options in here. So let's have a look here at some of the things that you can colour in. So as you can see, lots of different characters. We've got Mickey Mouse and classics. So you can see a few here of my awful ones that I have already done. See, that is awful. I was having a bit of a mess about while just having a look. And Donald Duck. And you got Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse. You got Goofy. And you got various versions of Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, etc. throughout the years, and Donald Duck, etc. The reasons they are all grayed out is I have not yet done them. The reason you have to do them like this is as you do one, you then unlock the next one. So, I mean, yeah, you could in theory go through quite quickly and do them, but I've just been having a bit of a look around since it only launched this week. We've got Beauty and the Beast. We've got lots of different ones from here. As you can see, lots of different shades of the background. We've got Gaston there. We've got Lumiere, Cogsworth, lots of chips. There's loads and loads of characters in here. Wreck-It Ralph. We've got some more in here. Plenty of different characters. And obviously, I'm expecting in the months and years to come, we're going to start seeing a lot more Disney content from other movies and stuff coming in here. This is just the initial launch. But obviously, with it being a subscription model, anything new that comes in, we'll then just have it added into it. So I'll probably do another check-in at some point when they've added a little bit more content. Loads of ones here on Tangled. So we've got all different characters and stuff. So that's pretty cool. We've got Cars. As you can see here, this one was done really, really quickly. I was just messing about there, seeing how when that one originally came in. That was the first one that caught my eye. So you've got all these car characters. Okay, loads of them in there. As you can see, they're all sort of shaded out. There's loads in here to do. So while you are getting a subscription, you are actually getting, I think, quite a little bit. You know, maybe just try it for a month, see how you get on, especially if the kids are playing it. You also got all the different princesses here, and there's even more of different ones in there. Lots of different options for colouring in. All the big movies are in there. As you can see, tons of them to colour in. So if you take your time and stuff, there is going to be a lot there. So that is just obviously the initial launch range. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, since we're on, I'm not going to do, I'm going to go for a slightly easier one, I think. I'm going to go for Meta, just to show you how to draw it. So now, first off, as you can see here, on one side you've got all the different tools of different sizes. And you've got like a rubber, you've got a razor, you've got like a pencil, so different ones. So for example, if I use the chalk, it's kind of quite big. You kind of got like that. If I choose the crayon, it's a bit smaller. Pencil, you see that's not too much bigger, and then you can go quite fine with the small one. Then you got a big brush, that's quite cool, especially if you're doing something decent. And obviously just small different ideas of different sizes, so you can kind of fill in what you want. And you've even got like an airspray, so that's kind of quite cool. And as you've got like the eraser rubbers at the bit. Now what it has got is on the colour, you've got lots of these ones down the side, lots of colours that you can use, lots of different options. But one that is quite cool, see here we have the multicoloured one. Now what I've done there is by selecting that, I actually get to kind of cheat and kind of just fill in all the colours as they are supposed to be. Now this is not a bad idea to begin with. Actually, just for I've been finding of just trying to get an idea of the colouring that it's supposed to look like. Now obviously things can look a little bit different, and maybe as well, say for example, maybe I've got a little bit and I'm really struggling over this area. I could maybe just go perfect for kids. Might go, okay, that's fine, I can't do the eyes, they're too small, but there we go. I could then fill in the rest. So that's kind of a cool thing to do. Obviously it is aimed sort of maybe children but also adults. Now if I just pick here say for example the crayon, and I'm going to pick a brown, and I can just fill in like this. Now one of the difficulties I have had is getting the finer details. Now You can go quite close to it. You can see there I'm getting quite close. And I'm just using my finger here. Now if I go really fine on my fingernail, I'll just cancel that one. If I go on the small one and just go on my fingernail, I can get a lot more detail in there. Now this is where I think one of the things, if you're going to use this a lot, you might want to invest in like a stylus, one of those like Apple pencils or something along those lines, so you can really get in a little bit finer. I think you'll find it a much better experience. And I'm not using this, I've never really had the need to do that till now, but I can definitely see that it definitely helps. And I'm like just trying to go here in the eyes, just using my finger, it's not the easiest. Hence why my characters are, you can see that. I mean, I'm just kind of rushing through this. I'm not doing it at any great, I can get really detailed. I was taking my time on some of them, but it just didn't quite look right. I haven't quite got the dexterity that I would like if I was using a pencil. It's like here, trying to get in on the circle, on the semicircle here. It's just, I just find it very tricky just with my fingers. Now, that is a shame, but you do need a stylus. You can't just use a pen. I did try and do just like a pencil, not so much a pencil, but like a pen lid, and that didn't really work. It has to be something with a bit better than that. So it is very tricky, but like I said, there is lots of different options and stuff in here. So you could obviously go one way or the other. You could try different styles of trying to just get the bulk of it in, or maybe you just go, right, okay, well actually it's easier to do a whole area in one color, like so, like that. I'm just going to fill that in like that, and then go through either maybe like with the eraser and just cut off. Maybe that's a better option. Now, do you want to go in the lines or out the lines? You can do it like that, or literally another option you could do, say, was take the and you could just cover over it. Now, like I said, I am not the best like this. I'm sure if I had the stylus, it would work a little bit better, and that is just down to my fingers. I don't feel like I've got enough control in my fingertips of where I actually want it to really be. Now, like I said, if you use the really fine one, and say like I'm just trying to fill in here, I can just about get the line in the way I want it, but it is very, very tricky, and it's hurting on my fingernails to be doing that too much. Obviously, if you've got nice long fingernails, that might be an advantage, but for me, that's not really something I have. Now you can see this one here is not looking. So I'm just going to go. I'm going to finish this one a little bit off here. So I'm going to just slightly do a speed color. Okay, so I'm just going to fill in the door a little bit. See, there are lots of them in here. So I want to show you something off before we go. So I'm just going to actually what I am going to do is I'm going to completely cheat. Get rid of this abomination of what I've done and cheat. Just so you can see what it should look like. Look at what I've done. Isn't that amazing? And I'm just going to sign my little name. Yeah, look at that amazing piece of work that I've done. Alright, so as you save them, you actually get a sticker. Now, the cool thing with these stickers is if we go back, we have this sticker option right here. So I'm going to go onto here, and now you got like different worlds. So if I go into the cars one, what you get there is you get this like great little like 3D area, and what you can do, you can scroll around it, and it's interactive. As you press on things, they make noises and fireworks, etc., which is all pretty cool. But also what you can do is you press the sticker button, and anything that you've done a sticker for, you can then put them down. You can put down all your little stickers like you would do if you had a little book. So there we go. See, so I've just put down these characters. So that's kind of maybe a way of, as after you've done the actual colouring in, you can put them on here and you can display them all. So that looks pretty cool as well. Nice little option. I think that works quite well. But overall, it is the fact they've gone down the paid subscription model is, you know, there's fors and against it. On one hand, you do get a lot more content, and you've paid for it all, and therefore you don't have to worry about microtransactions. Once you're in, you're in. So I can see why they've done that. You know, Disney have had one of these out before, but you had to buy packs and stuff. This is probably just a better way of running it. There are lots of options in here as well. I definitely say if you like colouring in and you've got maybe a stylus, you might want to check it out. Personally, for me, my fingers are just too... I just can't do it. They just doesn't seem to work very well. And that is a bit of a shame. Just trying to get it in here. Just trying to line it up. You might have a lot more control, and if you've got a little bit more patience than me, you might be able to do it, but it just doesn't work for me. But I know doing colouring in is extremely popular. My wife loves doing it. She bought quite a few books and stuff on these here. And that's great. You know, if you enjoy it, this is definitely something that you want to check out. Like I say, for me, like I said, I haven't quite got the control that I would like if I had the actual physical ones. But that doesn't mean that it's not going to be so good with the stylus. But that's a bit of a shame. But that's just my own opinion on it. As you can see there, and I could just cheat and just go, yeah, there we go. I can't do that bit, so there we go. And I'm just going to carry on. So there we go. So that is the cup. No, I don't want to save that one. So this is Disney's Colouring World. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of it. Go check us out over at DisKingdom. Like, follow, and subscribe. And I shall see you guys